What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Rocco's Kitchen. Tonight, I don't know if this pile of meat gave it away yet, but we're making meatballs. So, salute. Let's run through what we're going to use for this recipe. Now, for the meatballs themselves, we got a meat mixture of 1 pound of ground pork, 1 pound of ground beef, and a pound of ground veal. Then we're going to use 3 eggs, about 2 cups of grated pecorino romano, 1 cup of chopped parsley. I got about 6 slices of Italian bread diced into small little pieces. We're going to soak that in some milk, 1 onion diced, and about 6 cloves of garlic chopped up. But don't let me tell you how to live your life. You feel that shit. Use as little or as much garlic as you want. Now, to get into our sauce, that's where this garlic comes in. 4 more cloves of garlic chopped up. That's going in our sauce. So we got 2 cans of crushed tomatoes and 2 cans of tomato sauce. Another onion diced up. As well as about 12 large leaves of basil chiffonade. Now, that's just a fine julienne. Just want to pick your leaves, roll them up, and cut them real thin. And don't forget your garlic as well. Obviously, we're seasoning both those with our salt and pepper. So, let's get cooking. Dexter decided he was thirsty, so we're going to wait for him to finish. No, take your time. All right. So what we're going to start with is our sauce. So we got a pot on, and heat up some oil in there. Start sauteing our onions. Get that sauce going. So we got our pot on with a couple tablespoons of oil, extra virgin olive oil. Heat it up about medium-high heat. We add our onions. Saute those. Now we're going to add 4 cloves of garlic that are minced up for that. Saving the other garlic for the meatballs. I'm going to bring that down to about medium heat. We're just going to sweat those onions until they're translucent. Our onions are nice and translucent. It's time to add our tomato product. Also, at this point, going to season a little salt, a little of pepper. You don't want to overdo it. You can always adjust at the end. You can't take it out. I'm going to clean out those other 2 cans with some water, add that to it, get this simmering, and we're going to put our meatballs together. Alright, it is time to make some delicious meatballs. So, start with our meat. We're going to go into this bowl here with our pork, veal, and beef. All that good stuff. I'm just going to add the rest of the ingredients. Got our onion, our eggs, cheese, parsley, garlic, and now this is where things get a little tricky. Not really at all. So we got our mixture and our bread. We're going to take our breadcrumbs from in this bowl and we're going to soak them in our milk. Now this is going to keep your meatballs super moist and add a nice little spongy texture to it. It's much better than just adding dry breadcrumbs. But you're going to take that. You don't want too much milk. You're going to squeeze it out. Squeeze out the excess. I'm going to just break it up into your mixture. So you just want them damp. You don't want them soaking. Keep breaking those up. Go. Got one more handful in there. And really, guys, this is what makes these meatballs. I mean, the 3 different meats, lots of parsley, lots of cheese, that's all adds a lot of flavor. But using this bread soaked in the milk, you're not going to get that texture any other way. So we got that good. Now all that's left, we're going to mix this up. Also, we're going to season with our salt and our pepper. Now you just mix her up. So we got everything mixed up and incorporated. Now, I'm going to make a small patty and fry that up and taste it. Now that's for salt content. I want to make sure that my seasoning's right before I ball all this up, fry them up and put them in the sauce. Get done, start eating them. It's like, man, this is good. But it could have used a little bit more salt. So you always want to do a little test one. It is time to turn this meat into balls. Now, some people like big balls, some people like little balls. Me, I prefer my balls to be about the size of a golf ball. So you're just gonna grab a little clump of meat. You do want them to be roughly the same size, so they cook the same. You can make them a little bigger, a little smaller as you like. That's it. So I'm gonna form the rest of these and then we'll get going. Our sauce has been simmering away. All that's left is to pitch in this basil. Give that a little stir. And now we're just gonna let that simmer away while we brown these meatballs and add them to the sauce. Our sauce simmering away in the back. We got a pan here, some oil on the bottom getting hot. That's vegetable oil. And start adding our meatballs. You don't want to use extra virgin olive oil for this because extra virgin olive oil has a lower smoke point. So it'll burn faster. This way, you get more out of your oil. Get these guys nice and browned up before you add them to your sauce. It's going to seal all the flavor in and help them hold together while they're cooking in the sauce. We're just going to do this in batches, and we're going to brown each side. That right there is going to do it. You don't want to overcrowd your pan, or you'll lose too much heat. So we're going to brown these balls, get them in the sauce, start the next batch of balls. So that is the last of our balls, nice and browned. And put those in the sauce, let it simmer for about 20 minutes. It'll be nice and cooked through, and we're good to go. There you have it, folks. Best meatballs you're ever going to make. Now this recipe was passed down to me from my father's side of the family. My grandfather, 2nd generation Italian American, 98 years old right now, still kicking, still making these meatballs. Hope I make him proud, and I hope you enjoy it. Anyways, salute, and I'll see you next time.